Today's video will be on how air moves around a rigid body. How I will show this is by building a small wind tunnel and testing different scaled down sized toy cars. So what is the difference between laminar and turbulent flow? Laminar flow is smooth and streamlined, almost as if it's still, while turbulent flow is random and chaotic, moving around. So what is a wind tunnel and how does it work? A wind tunnel is a device which moves air in a straight line to test different objects' aerodynamics as if it were in motion while limiting as many variables as possible. A wind tunnel is made up of 5 main sections. The collector helps speed up the air as it enters the tunnel without causing it to become turbulent. The straightener is what helps remove what turbulence there is so the air will be as smooth as possible. The working section is the window you look through so you can see what's happening. The diffuser is what guides the airflow into the fan, also blocking the turbulence that the fan blades can cause. And finally, the fan is what pulls the air through the tunnel. To construct a wind tunnel, the various things you need are PVC pipe, cardboard, painter's tape, a ruler or a tape measure, a small hose, a pin, a drill with various drill bits, a knife, a hot glue gun, a piece of plexiglass, a small fan, a light, a mason jar, and some dry ice. So to start off building the wind tunnel, you'll need 3 5-foot pieces of 3/4 inch PVC pipe and 1 3-foot piece of 1.5-inch PVC pipe. With these pipes using some type of saw, you'll need to cut 42 4-inch pieces of 3/4 inch pipe and 9 3-inch pieces of 1.5-inch pipe. After you cut the pipes, you're going to want to clean them up well and you can set them aside. Now with your cardboard, to start off, it makes it easier if you cut 4 rectangles 24 by 10 inches to get a rough size. From there, on one end you measure 5 inches in, and from that point on you take 2 inches off of each side, making the main portion 6 inches by 19 inches. All 4 pieces should look like this once you're finished. Once you're done, you're going to want to take one of those pieces, you're going to want to cut an 8-inch section roughly in the middle out for your window to fit. You want to make sure that it's at least 3 inches from the end so that it doesn't interfere with your 1.5-inch PVC pipe. You're going to want to tape your piece of plexiglass to the remaining pieces to make one solid piece again. This will be the front. After you've completed that, you'll now glue all your pipes together. For the 3/4 inch pipe, you'll glue 7 rows of 6 together. After, you'll want to offset the rows as shown. You will glue your 1.5-inch pipe in a simple 3x3. As you can see, the 3/4 inch pipes will be on the side that will become the collector, and the 1.5-inch pipe will be at the exit. At this point, you glue your stacks of PVC to the bottom and begin putting on the sides with glue and tape. Before you completely close it off, you'll need to paint the inside black so it's easier to see the smoke when the smoke is moving. After the inside is painted, you can finish putting on all 4 sides. Once you're done with that, you cut a door in the top so you're able to put in and take out your objects. To make the smoke, you're going to want to drill a hole in the lid of a mason jar big enough for a 1/4 inch clear hose to fit in tightly. After that, you'll want to drill another hole in the lid so you'll be able to adjust the flow of the smoke so it comes out smoothly. At this point, you'll want to take a big pin apart and drill 4 1/16 inch holes towards the bottom, evenly spaced. Once you're done with that, you're going to want to make sure you clean out all of the shavings that are left behind inside the pin. To complete this process, you'll force the 1/4 inch hose over the pin and secure it using hot glue, along with plugging the hole in the middle of the pin with hot glue as well, so air doesn't escape through it. After you've completed that, you'll want to drill a hole into the top of the tunnel and stick the pin through and secure it to the bottom so that the holes are facing directly towards the exit. Now you'll place the fan behind the tunnel and your final project should look similar to this. Whenever you're ready to begin, turn the fan on low, put some dry ice in the mason jar with some warm water, and put the lid on. The smoke will then run through the hose. Using a piece of tape, partially cover the extra hole on the lid, adjusting it until the flow out of the pin is smooth and laminar. The cars that I will be testing are a Buick Grand National, a Nissan GTR, a Mitsubishi Evolution 4, a Lamborghini, the Red Bull RB18 Formula 1 car, and the Ferrari F175 Formula 1 car. As you can see, coming out of the holes, the flow is laminar. Once it hits the front of the car, some of the air turns turbulent while some of the flow stays laminar and follows the body of the car. You can tell the windshield causes a lot of drag force, causing more turbulence. Looking at the GTR, you can tell that the air stays close to the car after contacting the front, and once it gets over the top, the wing forces the air downward, causing it to have more downforce, and you can see that there's a slight separation between the back of the car and the turbulent air. Laminar flow here is almost constant over the whole car. The windshield is barely causing any turbulence, and the wing is helping push the air down. If you look behind the car, you can see all the eddies being created. As the years have progressed, cars have gotten more aerodynamic. You can see on this, the flow of the air sticks to the car and moves across it smoothly, reaching the wing in the back, forcing the air downward. Formula One cars are known for their aerodynamics, and you can see why. As the air moves across this one, there's very little turbulent flow caused by the car, and the air moves streamlined across the car, moving through the specifically designed wing to cause maximum downforce. This one is very similar to the last one, however the main body on the Red Bull car you can see is shoving the air down as well as around to create better aerodynamics.